afternoon, everyone. I'm Amy Schrader with Remax Real Estate 10.
And I'm Kim Swan with Mortgage Investors Group.
It's Wednesday at noon, so we are back with a Facebook Live for you. This is the first Wednesday in October, so we are doing our mortgage and market update for you. I'll be sharing with you what the numbers were for September, and Kim's going to give us an update on what rates are doing right now.
Rates are still doing very, very good. If we talk about conventional options, we're a 30-year fixed rate with no origination, no discount points, around about mid-threes. FHA rates are actually a little bit better than that. They're probably in the low threes. And I know we mentioned a couple weeks ago about THDA rates. They dropped into 3.5. One thing we failed to mention that if you are a veteran, you actually get a 0.5% off that 3.5% rate with THDA, which takes you down to a 3% rate with them. So rates are still very good, and hopefully they'll stay this way on through, I guess basically through the end of the year is what we're hoping for. So
good deal. All right, and I'm looking at your notes, so I'm going to throw one at you. Do you know what the 15-year rates are?
15 is probably going to run. Conventional is going to be like in the low threes. Actually, I think we locked in a purchase the other day at like a 2.875. So,
okay, so there's really not that much disparity between the 30 and the 15 right
not
now.
a big difference, no.
Okay. Excuse me. All right. Well, there you have it with rates in 3 to 3.5% range. You can't go wrong if you're looking to buy a house. And even though it's, the second day of October, we're still waiting on fall to arrive. But you still have plenty of time to find a house and get moved in before the holidays come. Normally on a government type loan, we're going to tell you need about 6 weeks, 45 days from the time you come to an agreement till closing. So you've still got time right now to put a home under contract and get it closed actually before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And so be in there.
Yep.
So now we're going to talk about a little bit, how the market did in September. So from September 1st to the 30th, we had 49 homes in Hamlin County that sold with 70 days as the average days on the market. And the average sold price was about $185,300. Okay. And if we compare that historically, so if we go back to 2018 and look at the month of September, there were 43 homes that sold, average days on the market of 98. And the average sold price was actually a little bit higher at 188.6. Now, if we go back to 2017, there were 54 homes that sold in 2017. 84 days on the market was the average, but the average sold price was $152,000. So I thought it was kind of neat to go back and compare that because, yes, we're in a good market right now. Average days on the market with, a little over 2 months. But, back in 2017, right. I don't remember it being that busy, but obviously it was. Yeah. We had 54 homes that closed. So, but it is nice to see that our average sold price has increased, $30,000 plus. Wow. In 2 years. That's a sign of a growing economy. And it's also a reflection of the fact that we have low inventory right now. So I kind of did a breakdown on some of the price ranges for you, and between $125,000 to $225,000, which, is about our most popular price range. We had 25 homes that sold last month. The average days on the market was 73, and the average sold price was $165,900. Right now in that price range of $125,000 to $225,000, we have 36 homes that are pending. And there's 70 active listings in that price range. So, if I take the solds and the pendings and you kind of divide that into the actives, we are just a little over a month's worth of inventory. So, again, not a lot of inventory out there. We've kind of had this recurring theme all year. If you look into homes that are up to $125,000, we've got 36 of those that are active, 22 that are under contract currently, and 12 that sold last month. So right around 1 month of inventory in that price range. Even looking at the $225,000 to $300,000 price range, we've got 30 homes active in that price range, 14 that are under contract, and 7 that have sold. So again, you're looking at about a month to a month and a half, even in the higher price.
Wow.
$300,000 to $400,000 homes. We have 28 that are active, 5 that are pending, and 4 that have sold. So we do have about 3 months worth of inventory there. Going up to 400 to 500,000, there's 13 active, no pendings, no solds. And over $500,000, we have 10 actives, 1 pending, and 1 sold. So about 5 months worth of inventory there. So you can see as you get into the higher price ranges, not as much activity. Usually those are going to be your lake homes or farms or something like that. So, but 125 to 225,000 seems to be the most popular price range that we have. And as always, if you have a home that you've thought about selling, please contact me. Would love to talk to you about that and try to get your home on the market, get it sold for you before the holidays, and you can make, that transition to the next step. The $0 to $125,000 homes, that I'm amazed that we have that many active and that many pending. I didn't think there was that much inventory in those price ranges. So a lot of times those are going to be the homes that need rehabbing. It's very hard to find, a move-in ready home under $125,000 right now in Hamilton County. When you start looking towards some of the outlying counties, Granger County, Hawkins County, you may be more apt to find something in that type of price range. So what are you seeing? Are you seeing a slowdown in activity, or are you still pretty busy?
Still pretty busy, yeah. Of course, I'm seeing some refinances too, which doesn't affect as a realtor, but we're seeing some people refinancing. Some are even, talking about refinancing now to do some upgrades to potentially sell, in spring, so that's options too. But I'm like you right now with the people, I have people that get pre-qualified and they can't find a house, or have people call and say, I'm getting pre-qualified to purchase, and they give me an address, and then we get another call and it's the same address, so I'm like you, if there's people that are even thinking about selling, it's definitely the time.
Yeah, especially if you think you're going to fall between the 125 and probably 250 price range. I was almost late coming in because I was on the phone with a lady. She's moving here because she's taking a job at the hospital, and she's got a home where she's at. It's under contract to sell, and she's coming in this weekend and, wants to look at homes, and she's in the 150 to 175 price range. So, I had to have that conversation with her. I'm not sure what the market is where you're at, but here, if you find the house you like this weekend, you're not really going to have time to think about it when you get back home. We're going to have to make an offer on it now. So, it is important if you're out looking for homes that you don't, a lot of, people say, well, I just need to sleep on it, or I want to think about it. And, we're not trying to be high pressure salespeople, but we're just trying to be honest with you when we say it may not be here tomorrow. And, I have a lot of people say, well, then that's just not the home for me. And when it happens about 5 times, they start to get discouraged. So, I would encourage you to do some research on neighborhoods. If there's a particular place that you want to live, we can always do a mail out or something to a particular neighborhood and let them know we have a qualified buyer. If anybody's interested in selling, please let us know. So sometimes you'll get people who, they're not quite ready to go through the hassle, but if they've got somebody, that would like to buy it, then they would let them come through and see it. So that takes care of us for this week. Next week will be the local business spotlight. I do want to make a preliminary announcement that Kim and I are doing a community event on Tuesday, and I forgot the date, November 26th.
Yeah, it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I should have wrote the date down. Sorry. Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing the Great Pie Giveaway. And we are doing this to sponsor the warming station at Matt's. So, excuse me. We will be offering a free pie to the first 250 people who bring a blanket, a sleeping bag, or hot hands to donate to the warming station at Matt's. Sorry again. So make a note on your calendar. We'll be doing that between 4 and 7. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we're going to have a couple of different options available, and we will get more information out to you very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.